the laws of nature have been rewritten, guys. So this is Pickle Jar, also known as Pickle Jr. Now, if you followed the channel for a while, you know that Pickle Jr. is the baby of Pickle, and Pickle was this huge, massive mantis. Pickle was approximately 6 inches long, and then meanwhile, oh, this is going to be nearly impossible to do because Pickle Jr. is a runner. Anyway, here's the thing. Oh, come on, Pickle Jar. We need to get him to calm down a little bit. Okay. Oh, you want to climb on that? Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Anyway, Pickle Jr. is literally about 3.5 inches long. Pickle was around 6, a little over 6. So that's the thing. The thing is, Pickle Jr. is supposedly a male. And we know this by the fact that he hatched out on New Year's Day and is the only one of his siblings that is fully grown. Whereas a few of his siblings, which are also males, are about the same size as him. And then all the others, which are females, are only about 1 inch long. Now here's the thing. Male mantises grow much, much, much faster than females. That's why all of the females are so tiny and all of the males are so huge, even though they all hatched at the exact same time. But the other thing, a guaranteed way to tell males from females, is the number of segments on the underside of their abdomen. So by looking at the underside, which we will not get to do here because of my fingers, plus my shakiness due to my disorder. Anyway, it's not going to be possible to look at here. And if I try to flip the wings, it's not going to work anyway because he'll get upset. But the thing is that male Chinese praying mantises, along with other mantids, have 8 segments on the abdomen, whereas the females have 6. So the thing is, Pickle had 6 because Pickle was a female. And here's the thing, Pickle Jr. also has 6, but he's supposed to be a male. So that contradicts everything about mantis growth speed, because somehow this guy got absolutely massive just like in the same period as the rest of the males, whereas all the females are just super tiny as they should be. So how did this one get this big so fast and all the others are still tiny? So that's the question. The other thing is he, whatever, is completely fully grown, because once they get their wings, they stop growing. They don't molt ever again after they get their wings. And here we, oh, come on, Pickle. And here we go. Wings. Come on, let me spread them. Oh, come on, buddy. Anyway, so that's the thing. So Pickle Jr. has wings and is fully grown. And like I say, Pickle Jr. is a runt because Pickle was 6 inches long, and so her good genetics should have been passed on. Well, she didn't have good enough genetics, I guess, because this guy is, I don't know, tiny. But it just does not work out at all. It contradicts everything known about mantids, because this one grew at the same rate as the males. However, it is a female, according to its anatomy. So this is extremely weird, and I don't know if it's ever been recorded before, but like this is just new to science, I guess, because all of the other, all the other mantises are how they should be. But the thing I need to investigate is going to get some more of his siblings. So I think tomorrow I'm going to try to go pick up another one of his siblings that's fully grown. They're at the insect zoo, and they raised them for me because I cannot raise, I did not want to deal with raising baby mantises. I am fine with keeping adults alive, but the babies, that's another story. They eat tiny food and stuff. But so I guess tomorrow I am going to go and pick up another one of his siblings, assuming it's fully grown, and then I'll have 2 at my place, and then we'll see how fast, well, we'll see if it's fully grown. Hopefully they have multiple I can choose from, so I need to observe several. And I also need to look at the females, or at least supposed females, because this is just so weird. Like, this should not be possible. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get to show it. I mean, I could, but it would piss her off. But it makes things more convenient that she is a girl, because the fact that I called them both Pickle and Pickle Jr., it was confusing things. I kept on calling Pickle Jr. a girl, even though, like, I thought he was a guy. But, yeah, I don't know. And he's definitely thinner than the male. Like, he's thinner than females should be. Definitely a very thin mantis, but still, it's just so weird. And he also already has eye rot. It's like he had, okay, here's the thing. It's possible that this mantis somehow had just like exponential growth, because if this truly is a she, it would make perfect sense based on the fact that she literally just reached adulthood like a week ago and already has eye rot. So here's the thing. Eye rot comes in old age. So that is that black dot. I'm never going to get it to focus. The black dot on the eye there. That is eye rot. Now, they get eye rot when they get so old that they basically start falling apart. So that is where Pickle Jr. is at. So, eye rot already, plus some leg rot. There's a little bit of black on the first, well, I guess, middle leg on the left side. And that one is also likely falling apart. I will probably lose that leg at some point, like she will, and then, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, the thing is, it's possible she just has such accelerated growth that, like, this happened. But the other thing is, if Pickle was so large, why is Pickle Jar so tiny? It's just so weird. Now that she's holding still, Pickle was, like, out here. Pickle was twice the size of her. Pickle was very remarkable in her size. I've never seen a Chinese praying mantis the size of Pickle. Pickle was massive. An inch larger than the next largest ones I'd caught ever. See, look how tiny this little dude is. And by dude, that's gender neutral, I guess. I don't know. The thing is, I'm still having conflicting thoughts on what to call it, whether I call it male or female. Because anatomy-wise, it's a female, but growth-wise, it would have to be a male. So I don't know, but this is definitely conflicting thoughts here, and it makes no sense whatsoever how fast it grew, because it's got to be female. And that would make sense as to why it has eye rot already, if it just accelerated its growth so much, because the male should not have eye rot this early on. But for a female that's been fully grown for a while, that's perfectly normal. So Pickle Jr., I guess, is a female. And there, Pickle Jr. is preening herself. So I don't know, very awkward. But yes, definitely, laws of nature have been broken. Yeah, are you preening yourself? Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Focus on that. Yeah. Good girl. But yeah, it is just so weird because of her size. Like, if it's a female, you'd think it would be bigger. Like, with the male and female Chinese praying mantises, they generally are about the same size, just males are thinner. And Pickle Jar is thin, but that's because I've been advised to feed him less than I fed Pickle. Pickle was fed so much. They also live longer if you don't feed them as much, apparently. So that's, well, feed them as often, but, you know. So you feed them about twice a week, and that cuts it down. Whereas Pickle was getting, like, 3 or so crickets every time I fed her, and she was getting fed, like, 3 or 4 times a week. This guy gets fed one cricket twice a week. However, he is much smaller than Pickle, so that also has to account for something. But, man, I keep doing it. Keep calling her a him. Not used to it. Yeah, that's just crazy. It's just totally so weird. But yeah, eye rot on there and accelerated growth, I guess. The other thing that we should take into notice is the coloration. This is the weirdest colored mantis you will ever see. Pickle was like the same color green as like bushes, like a nice deep kind of, I don't know, like a lightish color green, kind of like in between light green, dark green. I guess here, like my shirt, if I can get this under here. Nope, that doesn't show up right. That shows up too dark on the camera. Anyway, a light colored green, mostly light green anyway. And Caramel was my other mantis, and she was like brownish caramel colored with a little bit of green on the legs and wings. Now, Pickle Jar is the caramel color, however, has blue eyes and teal wings. I wish I could get a better view of that, but it's, I don't know, just hard to show up on camera. But anyway, it's teal. It's a very beautiful blue. Kind of shows up there. But that's just so abnormal. I've never seen one this color. So Pickle really had some unique genetics because that color there is really beautiful and really rare, I guess. Because the amount of images on Google, they're supposed to be brown. I haven't had a single brown Chinese praying mantis in my collection, while I've had them. All of them have been unique and look nothing like the ones you see on Google, other than there are a few green ones on Google. But Pickle wasn't pure green either. She had caramel on her thorax. And that's why I named Caramel, because Caramel had caramel color. But so Caramel and Pickle both had a little bit of caramel color on the thorax, and then the wings were green on both of them. A little bit of brown on Caramel's. But it's just so abnormal to see the coloration on this girl. The good thing is she's all in one piece, has both of her antennae and all of her legs, all of her feet, something that Pickle did not. Pickle was falling apart, missing a lot of stuff. Both of her front feet, one of her middle feet, both of her antennae, had a chunk taken out of her eye. Probably all that happened during mating. So I don't know. But anyway, this is one weird mantis. And probably the weirdest one you will ever see of this species. But yeah, I guess there will be an update as soon as I figure out whatever happened with the other babies, because this is extremely weird. Oh, you're going to preen your leg. Oh, and now it gets blurry. Okay. I love how they do this. They just hold their leg with their front arms and then just preen it. I wish I could get the angle from the other side, but can't really do that. It's not easy. But it is so interesting how they do that. But anyway, yeah, laws of nature just totally changed. Like, that is so weird, and I don't know how that happened, but it did. And so that's just so crazy. I don't understand that, but so I guess Pickle Jr. is a girl. That's just crazy. Yeah, are you a cute little girl? Yeah. Cute little girl. No biting. Boop. Yeah, you want to bite me? Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for watching the video. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully part of the next, hopefully the next part of the 72 series will be out soon. See ya.